Welcome back to Less Cash More Mash. My name's Tom.
I'm Mike.
And today, Sunday Funday.
Woo!
Sunday Funday. So what are we doing today for Sunday Funday? So I decided we were going to do the Battle of the Weeders because we got this new, everyone's been raving about this new Green River Weeded Bourbon. So I figured let's put it up against all the classics. So we have Larceny. I think that's the only one that's not 90 proof. That's at 92 proof. We have the Green River Weeded Bourbon. We have Weller Special Reserve. Figured I had to throw that one in there. And we have the Old Staple Maker's Mark. These three are all 90. That's 9. This one's 92. We're going to do regular mash mix-up rules. We're going to start on the left. We're going to work our way right, take a break, cleanse our palate, start on the right, work our way left. So let's just jump right into it because these are usually long ones.
I've been jumping in, but
yeah, I was going to say,
no,
somebody already started.
Those ones not like
we are drinking the same stuff today.
Crazy, out of control.
No, but it's what I expect. It's a 90 proof weeder.
Yeah,
so it's going to take a minute
I'm
to
thinking
get.
the well is going to jump out.
I hope so. I screwed up last time with it, but
it's not a bad nose.
No, I'm getting a nice caramel. There's
and
a nice...
maybe even a light fruit. Okay, let's get at it.
Well, we can't.
You don't know how hard that was for me to wait for him to take a sip.
Oh, we don't have to wait.
Like,
well, because I was trying to talk, and
that the taste was nice.
No, this is solid. I'm not going to probably have an idea what I'm drinking anyway around because none of these.
Eventually,
yeah,
we're all going to try to. We'll try to guess, but I don't really remember one standing out as a bad one in a bunch.
No, I did crack these about a week ago, though, because I wanted to give it a fair shake. So they have been open. I did sample them a little bit to make sure. No, I'm
only kidding.
I wanted to make sure it wasn't a...
Steve, thanks.
I wasn't a fresh... I had him sample them all, too, while we were at it. Because you know what? It's funny. We've moved up in the price range, and we've tried some really good ones, but it's good to go back to some of these that are their entry level. They're damn good.
No,
for $25, $30, you know what I mean? They were damn good. One was actually very good. I just want to say that for the record. I don't know that one at all.
It said it was very tasty.
I'm not sure what it was, but it was pretty good. So let's go on to
number
number 2.
Seems even weaker than 1.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. So far, the other one had a little more of a caramelly.
It did. I'm almost leaning.
Your foot's falling through, but you're gonna fall. All right, I got you.
Like that might have been the makers. This one, I don't remember a dud in a nose.
It's not a dud in the taste, though. I think one brought a little more pizzazz, but I don't mind the taste of 2 so far.
No,
I'm thinking one had a little more of a heat to it, like a little more of a bubbly factor, a little more flavor also.
I think this one
is more one note
sugary
compared to the other
smoothness more than this one does.
We'll see how it comes on the way back, but
it's not evil. But I think I'm going to put one a little ahead of this.
I'm going to agree with that. I actually like the taste of 2, though. It's going to be interesting coming off. Does one hold what it had, or was it because it was my first drink of the day, which is a good possibility of that case,
It seemed to be just a little bit easier, sweeter.
All right, we're going to glass number 3.
I was going to say, it's because we had a bottle. I'm like, this one's darker, but another one really darker.
I can't roll. I can't roll it. This would be Weller Special Reserve. I'm getting a fruity. I'm not getting the. This is definitely fruity. You said fruity on the first one, and I was like, nope, I didn't get any fruity on it. But this one's definitely giving me like a fruity. I haven't got the butterscotch point yet, but usually I get a fruity butterscotch off of it after it sits for a while. Definite sweetness on the front. That's going to be Weller Special Reserve.
This is actually tastier.
That it's got like that sweetness, the butterscotchy finish.
What even this? It could be a trailing after the butterscotch, though, of like a little fruit.
I get that fruity butterscotch. I would
which is a weird.
it's a weird
description,
concept, but it's what it tastes like. And if I'm
and
gonna
it's
go
late in the
fruit,
game.
if I'm gonna go fruit, I want to go like a orange or a lemon or something to that. Not like a green apple or a red fruit of any kind. It's not like a fruit when you have like a wine taste. It's like a light
It's
bright
almost like
grapefruit.
when you open.
You know,
To me, I always go to like you open a raisin. You know,
that's a dark, deeper.
yeah, but
That's
it's
dark.
dried up. Or you know when you heat them and then they steam and you get that little that whiff.
I'm getting a fruity butterscotch. Yeah, you can't fluff the floor. I'm gonna. Okay, that's enough. Lay down.
I'm gonna put this a little ahead.
I did.
Oh.
I did. I did the same thing. And not because I want Weller to win. I want.
I just think it carries more flavor.
The viscosity was a little better. The everything about it. I like a contrast now. And you can leave a comment down below if the more I've been drinking, which has been a lot, the more I like the combination of a little bit of the fruit and a little bit of the the caramel and the stuff like that. I really do like that, like a Jack Daniels or an Old Forester that brings the banana, or you know what I mean, like where you get, or even Wild Turkey that brings a heavier cherry, where you get it's more complex, gives you
and
a layer of flavors. It gives you more layer of flavors.
Kind of is another easy. That's another one that just glides right in and the nose is right there.
I kind of like that contrast of fruit and the caramel traditional bourbon flavors.
Why he's not jumping out today.
90 proof. And then they usually come back hotter.
It will. I'm sure it will. But
now, that's interesting. I don't know if it's because we just came off the fruity one, but this one seemed like a more concentrated flavor for some reason. Like it doubled down on the.
Has a little more of a sparkle.
The spice wise, you talking?
Oh, the initial drink. It's not as sweet or as smooth right off the bat. It kind of hits your tongue with a little more of a sparkle. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying it seems to be a little more heated than. I think that's 1 and 3 right now. So my dilemma is the other two. So in my head.
See, and I don't know. We're gonna have to see on the way back, but I'm thinking this one's giving me a little more concentration of like that, like a deeper, oakier flavor, which would almost bring me to Makers. Or I don't remember that one. We did do the review, but all right, what we're gonna do?
That was quick.
We're gonna
pretty close. Like
there's nothing bad on this table. I will say that, and they all were within $25.99, $34. That was our most expensive one, but it's supposed to be a $25 bottle. This was $37, was actually more expensive than that one. And then $31.99 is what we got all of them for. So they're not outrageous in price. So we're going to take a break. We're going to cleanse our palate. We'll be back in 1 minute. Okay. We are back. We're going to start on the right. We're going to work our way left. I'm sure it's been a little while. I'm sure the nose was opened up a little bit.
A ton. Like a ton of deliciousness here.
Yeah, so it's a darker caramel going on right now.
It's super, sugary caramel.
Mm-hmm.
We had none of that in the beginning to start.
Well, I did say that about this one on the way through, that it seemed darker to me, and I didn't know if it was just coming off the light fruity one or not. It's a darker, deeper, thicker. It almost tastes like it's thicker to me than the other one.
It's
you know what I mean? Like it's like they doubled down on the oak or something. There's a lot more flavor coming out of that. Yeah, waiting a little bit.
5-10 minutes of bullshit. Oh. That was tasty.
You'll be happy to know I broke my leopard skin one. I took these from my wife too, so now I got a tiger print instead. That is actually better than.
It's right there now.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that out in the front just for fun. That is actually very good.
Kind of just did.
That is actually really did double down.
It's not crazy, but the nose was jumping.
Mm-hmm.
This nose is all right too. Wow. This is still the same.
Mm-hmm. But this definitely brings me lighter, brighter.
Not not crazy bad way though.
No, not in a
It's-
bad way, but I
don't even know. I'm not even set this one that far back.
I'm not. Well, I'm just gonna say I had it out in the front. I think I doubled down on 4. I think I like 4 better right now. I think it just brought a lot more of that dark caramel flavor.
It brought a better nose too, but it's not way far behind.
Mm-mm.
But now it's throwing my whole idea off.
Not me right now. I don't think this was Larceny though. But it could be. But I actually was thinking again, this very well might be Makers. Let's try glass number 2. I do think 3 is Weller though. I do think that.
Yeah, that nose didn't come around. It didn't.
Oh, this is different.
This is way different now.
This is different now.
No, not in a bad way either.
Mm-mm.
This might even be Larceny.
Now, I've been leaving it on my tongue. I told you before, just let it sit. I wasn't swishing nothing. I was letting it sit there. And I get like a hint of what, like it tastes like a hint of like grass. And I had that attributed as a young taste. I've been doing it lately. I didn't get that in any of the other ones so far. But this one just has like a hint, like in the middle, like just a hint of.
I'm torn.
It's good though. It's good though.
I was just gonna say I'm torn even where to put this. And again, I didn't get the grass the first time around, and so I'm assuming you're leaning towards Green River on that. But
I'm not. I don't know. I it's something that I haven't tasted. Like it was just different.
it kind of holds.
I still think 4 right now. We're gonna have to A and B, but I'm thinking it might go like this. Coming back.
I'm kind of in the same boat, but not like 2 and 3 are not.
No, I'm gonna have to definitely go on there. Right now, I think 4 is taking it, but we'll have to see on. I mean, we're gonna have to A and B these. It's not even gonna be a question, but
the noses really came out in these
in a different way. 1 and 2 nose smells the same. This got deep and dark, and 3 was like a fruity bomb. You know what I mean?
1 is way sweeter than 2.
No, I mean similar. I didn't mean the same. He's going to A and B now. There's no rules going on with this one.
I have a small mind.
Ah, man. I don't know. All right, what we're going to do is, so you don't have to watch it, we're going to take a break. We're going to have to A and B these because 1 and 2 are pretty damn close right now. So we're going to come out.
1 and 4, no?
Either way, we're going to make it. We're going to have to battle them all around. We'll see which way we go with this, and we'll make a bottle prediction and probably be 100% wrong. But we'll be back in a minute.
Cheers.
Oh. All right, so we are back, and let me tell you something. This might be one of the hardest ones we've done.
It's right up.
This was a tough one to really decide. We're pulling hairs on this. There are 4 good bottles. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
So I personally think glass number 1 was Larceny. Glass number 2 was the Green River. 3 was Weller Special Reserve, and 4 was Makers. Mike thinks it's this way. Doesn't matter.
It could be pretty close. Either
it doesn't
way.
matter either way what they are. We got what we know is the better of the 2. But
the Larceny could be over there too.
A lot of these 2, right? A lot of this right now is on a certain day, and I'll explain that while we're going. But because these were
sweetness,
correct. These were interchangeable.
So,
they were all very good. So.
Oh, you're mixing, not mixing, but we don't really mix.
No, not usually. So our last place bottle was glass number 2. So that would be whatever you had in glass number 4.
Larceny.
Okay, so Larceny. And I will say about this glass number 2, there was something that on the very tail, like when you put it in your tongue and you just let it sit on there, it changed and it gave me a young...
And the nose never stood out.
That's funny. Well, that's good though, because I was
It
afraid
is
we were
fun.
going to pick this as dead last, and I didn't want it. Everyone else is saying how good it is, but Larceny come in last. So our third place one is what we have in glass 3, and it's what you had in glass number 1.
Weller.
All right, so I did.
So we are off everywhere, but
No, I'm not. That's what I guessed on.
Oh, no,
So
yeah.
So, but I think it was very good for what it is. But I think whatever's in glass 1 just brought a little bit more to the table, and this was just almost too sweet for me.
but in a super easy drink.
In a super easy, great
So,
tasting
and
way.
When we were off, that's what I had.
When you
It's
went
like-
back and forth, the other one, glass 1, just brought a little bit more of the caramel, oaky flavor to it. So speaking of which, that was our second place one. Glass 1 is whatever you poured in glass number 3.
Baker's.
Wow. Well, that I guess that'll settle it, because our number 1 and the winner of today's mash mix-up is Green River Wheated Bourbon. So that just goes to show, I had no idea, but these again are some that we.
And I don't see this bottle.
Steve says he sees it everywhere now. So rumor has it that they are starting to ship. So we'll have to see what happens.
It may be true. I mean,
'Cause
he obviously right now he's
if I'm not
frequenting
mistaken,
a
this-
liquor store
this-
more than I am.
this
And
can-
it's like he must go 3 times a day.
That Kentucky 10 too, I think, is made by them. I forget. I'd have to go back and
I
do
think-
the thing.
I
So
want to say you might be correct.
yeah, I think it is. So, well, good for Green River. When I first did it, I said, man, there was whatever glass 2 was bringing the funk, and I don't even remember what it was. I'll have to go back and write it. But here's our winner today. Green River took the cake. Makers was second, third, and Larceny pulled up the rear. So there you go. That was the highest proof one. I thought that was for sure the other one, but. There you go. If you want to see a mash mix up on Sunday Funday, leave a comment down below on what 4 bottles we have that you'd like to see. We have
2 bottles, 3
list of
bottles.
them.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have to be-
whatever it was. But if it's 2 bottles, I usually write them down for Blind Fight Friday. So if you do have a 3 or a 4, let me know. We do have a list of them. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.